Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, bringing a message through for July 10th for the highest and greatest good of all of my viewers, subscribers, and people who just stopped by. So it is Sunday, and as my practice is that on Sunday I start a new combination of decks. The decks were all clean, and it means they were all put back into their suits or in their numerical order, whatever, and so they usually give me the best accurate energy so that I can really kind of translate the energy for you. So here's the combination that I'm using for this week. I'll be using the Illuminated Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. The Psychic Tarot, which is another one of my favorite decks. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I don't use this often, so we'll see what energies come through. And the Energy Oracle. So we're going to get started. We'll pull a couple of Oracle cards. And let's see, they said this one first. And I did pre-shuffle, and especially when I start off with new decks, I do a lot of shuffling. And I always want to shuffle for you. I think it gives integrity to the reading. It's just my preference. So let's start with the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. We have the Capricorn full moon. The full moon in Capricorn coming up on the 13th, and I'm already feeling the energy. I'll do a reading for that specifically, but this is July the 10th, and the energies are intense. It just feels like things are revving up, and I know everybody's saying, oh, please, we need a break. We do need a break. But I'm sorry, it's intensifying. It feels like it is purifying. And it can't be purifying until all the negative is kind of revealed and, I want to say, burned away. And what I'm hearing is that when these hidden truths are revealed, and then it's illuminated by the sun or the light, the negative energy from that truth being hidden is it's extinguished. Okay. So this is a number 6 card, the Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. So this might be a time that you're bringing in some material prosperity, some abundance, very practical energy, very pentacly, but also having the energy of gratitude for not only the physical material abundance, but also all of the other components that are abundant in your life. And that could be soul support through your friend group or your family. It could be the fact that you've had so much growth. So let's pull from the Illuminated Tarot, and this is interesting because I do a little bit of reading with this one. This is like a regular card deck that is, so some of the cards have different meanings. The major arcana are all blended in. So let's see what this Diamond Dreamer is about. That's the 10 of Clubs, the 9 of Cups in the reverse, the 9 of Swords. So we have 2 9s and a Queen. I thought there was more energy there. King of Clubs, Ace of Hearts, Queen of Hearts. All right, so let's check on these. King and Queen of Clubs. confidence, strength, and the Magician, skill, transformation. Okay, so these two cards are about really being in your self-empowerment energy, your confidence, your strength. This is using all of the items, all of your material prosperity to transform your life into what you really want. And you have the skill and the confidence to do that. So that's a real plus. So let's look at the Nine of Hearts is selfishness, excess. So this is in the reverse, which is kind of nice because it means that you're really feeling grateful as opposed to being selfish. And then the Ace of Hearts, emotional, spiritual, or creative flow. So this is really being in that flow of receiving, being in the energy of gratitude and receiving, because you are manifesting, you are creating with the skills that your spiritual skills you are manifesting and creating abundance in your life, but not just material, but your soul's abundance. Now let's look at, while we're here, the Queen of Hearts is the Empress, fertility, responsibility to nature. And then the Nine of the thoughts that keep a person awake, a struggle to make sense of events. So something's unresolved for you. But there's something that's not really working. You can't quite figure out why it's not moving forward or it's not working for you. We have two queens and a king and an ace. Something in your heart is unresolved. Something that you're trying to... It's an understanding. You can't quite grasp the understanding of it. But it's a matter of the heart. This is very kind of practical. It's like everything is aligning except this, and you can't figure it out. But you're focusing on it too much. What's the bottom of the deck? Ace of Swords. That's truth, transparency. Let's see. My favorite card in the deck, Ace of Spades. Focus, clarity. You are focusing on this too much. And it's creating a block. Because despite all of this that you have, all of this abundance and all of this ability and this skill to really manifest and master with your spiritual strength, there is one thing unresolved that is nagging at you. It's tugging at your heart and you can't seem to figure out why. Because you're focusing on it too much. Place it beneath. King of Diamonds. Generosity, happiness found in nature and spirituality. It feels like this is something that's not aligned with your spiritual, and so it's pulling you out of vibration. And instead of just saying, I need to release it, you keep going back to it and fixating on it, focusing on it. And what that's doing is it's pulling you out of alignment. Okay, so here's another way of looking at it, is that the lights are flickering. FYI, I don't know why. There could be To women, it could be that you can't understand why somebody who's with another person who might be married, even though they're unhappy, and you're happy together, why they're not leaving. That's just another perspective. Let's pull from the Energy Oracle, get some more information. But there's something that's in your life that's emotionally affecting you that you can't seem to find resolution to. And it's because it's pulling you out of alignment. You're trying to get closure, and there is none. And so you're fixated on it. Let it go. We have another 6 card for the Oracle. This is almost like the Justice card. It's a contract. Could be that there's a marriage here. A third-party situation. We have 3 court cards on the deck. 13, financial constraints. And Angel of Balance, 48. So what I'm feeling in this energy is that there is a third-party situation here. There is a marriage between people. Of course, people. And instead of focusing on all the things that you're creating and an abundance in your life, because you really just, it's that one thing. It's that one, you keep hinging all of your hope and focus on this one thing, and it's throwing you out of balance. And the reason they're not leaving is because of financial constraints. Just reading the energy. All right, let's see what the Psychic Tarot says. So you're not going to get closure because they're not in a situation where they're going to be able to leave. So you're just being asked to focus on creating your own life. You have everything you need. You do not need this person's energy to be happy. And that 9 of Cups. Be grateful, because here's the 9 of Cups with the Ace of Cups is the 10 of Cups. You have everything you need to be happy. Even if you're alone, if you're just the Queen of Cups by yourself, it's okay. But because you're not releasing it, there's a blockage, and because you're fixated on it, it's creating, there's the throat chakra right there. It's not a surprise. Speaking, you might need to speak your truth and say, I can't linger here anymore. I can't linger in this energy anymore. I release you to your situation and wish you the best. Good luck. And go manifest the life you love. Patience. Balance and patience. This is a 5. This is a 5. Material and spiritual prosperity in the reverse. This is like 6 of Pentacles energy for me. Another 6. So we have a 6, a 6, and a 6. And 2 5s. Okay, so what I'm hearing is you feel like this financial constraint is something that you can solve because you have abundance, and that, you know, they don't need to stay with them for the money because I have it. I've created this. But yeah. Here we have another 6, third eye chakra, and a 20 card truth. And look at the scales here with this balance. We have a lot of, this is the judgment card. We have a lot of cards about balance. You can see the situation for what it is. And here we have 2 major arcanas here. This is something they need to resolve. What I heard was, don't lure them away with your abundance. That's not why they're in this contract. There's something that they have to learn. They have to complete the cycle. And that's what you're fixated on. Crown chakra. So we have 3 chakras. Out of all of these cards, 3 chakras have come up. And look, that's a 7, and underneath another 7, and a 17. Yeah, okay. Wow, look at all these major arcanas. Huge message there from the universe. Okay, so your crown chakra and your third eye chakra. You need to be in your higher self energy. We have patience. Patience and planning, 2 7 cards. But then we have hope, which is the star card. Temptation, which is the devil. Light, which is the sun. Your intuition, which is this higher self. Fertility, or the Empress card. And the moon, shadow. So we have 17, 18, 19. Okay, so basically what I'm hearing here, and here's the 20 card. So this is toward the end of kind of your... Okay, I'm going to say this, and it's going to be controversial, but it's my job to read the energy and the messages. Okay. What I'm feeling is that you... If you're the viewer, you have gone out and created this enormous, very beautiful life for yourself. But there's this one thing that you can't have. One thing you can't have. And that's what you think is going to make your heart happy. And you can't have it because they're already committed to something else. They're in a contract. It may not be a loving marriage, but they're there because they have some financial constraints, which you could solve because you have an abundance. You've created your abundance, but you're kind of trying to figure out how you can solve their financial woes and lure them to you. And so then here's the universe saying, not so fast. This is not in your highest. 5, 6, 7. They're asking you to be in your higher self, using your intuition, listening to your guidance, listening to your guides. Be in your Empress energy, because Empresses don't do that. That's toxic. There is something here that you do not know about that has to be brought to light and healed before this person is going to be able to get out of that situation, and that's not up to you. So they're asking you to be patient, to continue to create your abundance, continue to really focus on you, and to use your spiritual skills to keep moving forward. But you can't intercede here. And then the light flickered again. I don't know if you saw that. Whew. Okay, but look at all these major arcanas here. The universe is trying to tell you, your guides are trying to tell you, that's not the right decision for you to make. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Sorry, that's not what you wanted to hear, but if this resonates with you, you know, it's food for thought. I'm going to leave it there. Namaste.